Guys, we are back again. Big up the Mystelics family. Big up yourselves for tuning in to yet another reaction video. And of course, the newcomers out there, big up yourself as well. If you're not done so, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. Of course, guys, that will help the algorithm of YouTube to push these videos further and further. So give this video a thumbs up, like right now, right there. Now, guys, we're going to be talking about a number of things right there in this reaction. Of course, this one took place in the Bellevue region over the weekend, guys. This is what took place right there. You might be wondering, what's this bright light? Well, it's not shining like a diamond, right, guys? It's a bright light, fire in the place.
Happening now on the Bellevue, happening now on the Bellevue. Vehicle caught on fire. A truck.
So according to reports right there, guys, they're saying that this is apparently a truck that caught on fire. Unfortunately, we don't know what exactly caused the fire to happen, but it seems like this is a reoccurring event that seems to happen. I think this is the third one that I know of thus far in less than a month that apparently caught on fire. I don't know if it's somebody that's setting these vehicles on fire or something, but they need to stop their dirty ways if that is the case, brothers and sisters. They need to stop their dirty ways and do something better with themselves right there. Talking about individuals doing better with themselves, guys. We have the Carifta individuals. Of course, we have James and Hamilton coming in back into Dominica. Of course, I actually made a mention on this whole situation, talking about how Antigua is actually taking care of their medalists. And of course, Dominica is not doing the same at all. And in fact, that is actually the case right there. You guys will understand this in a moment. But this was a grand welcome for the medalists, Hamilton and James, and other Dominican athletes who are at the Carifta Games right there. This is, of course, on Dominica News Online. You guys can go check it out on Dominica News Online to get the full scope of what is actually taking place right there. But this is when they entered into Dominica right there, guys. You can see the smile on her face and stuff. A few camera people are there. Big up them one time. And there are the others right there. I think they put the medalists in front. As you can see, one of them there, gold, and this one is silver. So huge congratulations to them, man. Huge congratulations to them. And of course the others for doing their best, putting their best foot forward. Maybe they didn't get any medals or something, but being a part of this is also a good thing. I mean, you guys pretty much beat the odds in Dominica for you to be able to go and represent Dominica, so that's always a good thing right there. And as you can see, the celebration continues, for which I'm very much happy to see them getting some sort of support right there, hugging and what have you, man. Addison, they shouting Addison, so I guess this is the Addison person. I guess it's Addison James, I'm guessing. Yeah, so this is right there. But guys, actually I saw this was actually my post on WhatsApp right there. I saw some saw a few vehicles passing, making some noise, blowing peep 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 peep. So I check in what's really going on, because I myself don't have no clue what's going on right there, because I check in is to have some green balloons. So I check in his freedom party that holding a celebration. I check in his freedom party that have a celebration going on, or they campaigning or something, they're coming back. Only to later find out after I post this stuff, individuals were telling me it was actually this thing that was taking place right there, because I saw a set of green balloons. I thought it was freedom, you know, green balloons, motorcade from back in the day. That's what I know. That is it right there. But guys, we heard that there's something interesting right there when it comes down to the situation. Of course, the family and friends and coach were the ones involved in this. The family, I was told, based off this individual, I met and spoke with some of them today. That was yesterday. It was the parents who planned all this. So the parents, not the Dominica Athletic Association, or you know, the representatives for the Carifta picking committee in Dominica, not them, but apparently the family and friends, or the parents were the ones who arranged this whole thing. I felt saddened by seeing the little support. I saw about 10 vehicles passing, blowing and whatnot, and they had a little something. I think it's good. At least it shows that some people actually care for the athletes who go out there and doing their best. And yeah, so I felt, this individual was saying he felt saddened by seeing the little support a gold medalist from her own country pretty much received, killing the spirit of the youth and our people. I told them straight, if it was any other country, all would come on board to celebrate. That's true. Antigua literally had a poster and everything, letting the people know, hey, if it's by the road, you have to come and celebrate. Come through, man. Come through and celebrate. But apparently the family of these individuals, the family care about them to do these things. And of course, I think they brought in the minister of sports, and she had a talk or something. It's on the air. No, I actually read it. You guys can go check it out yourselves right there. And it's not like she was the one who arranged it. I think the family probably tried to reach out to her the Minister of Sports, whoever that person is, and she then came aboard to do these things, which means it wasn't her decision to do this. It was actually parents who reached out to the Ministry of Sports. You see, this is one of the things I don't understand. And then they will hold this sport thing that they would have as if it was the Minister of Sports who arranged this. That's how they would most likely put it. Because I read the DNO article, understanding the backstory of this, realizing it wasn't the Minister of Sports who arranged this thing. It's apparently the parents who arranged this thing, the family and friends, and the coach who arranged this whole thing right there for the individuals who came back. And as a result, they were able to pass with a few trucks and whatnot, because that's why we didn't hear anything. That's why nobody knew. Well, only the family, friends, and coach knew about these things, but nobody in Dominica knew what was going on with the motorcade. It's only later on I found out that it was the medalists right there, the individuals who came back, you know, and had a little celebration. So thank God for having good family and friends, even though your own country people doesn't want to do things on your behalf. You get gold medal. Dominica don't get much gold medal and this kind of things, you know. Does Dominica get all those gold medals and this kind of things, guys? We have a gold and a silver. Dominica doesn't get it like that. We represented, did our best. Representing Dominica, not a dry cent. Thank God for parents. Ay. You have to give thank God for your parents. But the parents help arrange it, and they brought on the Minister of Sports into this to give a few words to help encourage the youth. I think the girl stated, and the girl right there, she stated that she was very happy to see the celebration. Mark Wesa, imagine you come in there like your parents will do. Let's say your parents will have the ability to do these things there, right? You come back in as a representative, coming in winning gold medal, and you and the partner at the back will winning silver. Winning these things, coming back into your country that you represented. And nothing would have happened if it wasn't for the parents and the coach. All you don't find that strange, and all you want to say all you care, and the ministers of sports and these people there in high positions want to say they care about the youth. Mark Wesa, can you imagine if they came back? Came back in Dominica. If they came back in Dominica and nobody was there to celebrate them coming home. Nobody was there to celebrate them coming home. I mean, something has to be wrong in that situation, Guys, I was gonna be doing another video on this, but this one had me thinking about myself, man. It had me thinking about myself. Not just that, but I want to point you guys out to something rather interesting. Take a listen to this right there. Now, this one might be a bit interesting, a little shift, but it still maintains the same thing that I'm talking about right there. This individual apparently came from the United States. He must have been imported or whatnot. But this is his viewpoint right there. Make sure this thing is have volume on it. Okay.
I mean, I thought if tourism is everybody's business, man, I'm trying to get the money too.
But that's what they say. Tourism is everybody's business. That is another sect. Tourism itself. Let's continue.
I mean, but check me out, man. I got bananas, man. I just say this to say that. Try to enjoy the day.
So you leave America, they deport you, and you come to sell bananas. Well, at least you know it's agriculture that is the best way forward. But what is that? What does that mean for Dominica, though?
Is it me or is the country getting a little bit slower?
It wasn't this the same guy that was praising the Prime Minister? Yeah, or Prime Minister. That's the voice I'm hearing. By the way, I don't know if it's the same guy, but that's a voice. I can pick up the voice very well right there. That's the same voice I'm hearing that's saying that's our Prime Minister or PM is walking roads or this kind of things. That's what it sounds like. The same voice right there. Now you're talking about tourism being everybody's business. Just like the youth supposed to be everybody's business when you go and represent Dominica. But we're talking about another aspect right there in this regard and realizing that something is not right, brothers and sisters.
Dominica moving like slow molasses in the wintertime.
You think so? You think so? So they deport you or whoever, you probably come down for vacation to come and sell yellow bananas in Dominica. But you in Dominica right now, you selling bananas and realize, but wait a while, that struggle is real, man. Some of all you overseas only like to talk plenty, boy. Yeah, yes, talk plenty. But then you come in and you seeing these kind of things, you facing it yourself because you don't have a choice. This is one of the reasons why I was kind of happy when the airport and these people was having problem going back when they come out here, when they come and vote. They was having problem to go back, and they had to end up staying in Dominica for a little bit, and they fail a little, you know, but they came and vote already, and they were planning to go back. But anyways, that is another story right there. Let's continue.
Dominica moving like slow molasses in the wintertime.
I'm glad you know that.
I mean, I don't know what to think.
You don't know what to think? Well, you feeling it? You don't have to think again. You feeling it?
You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Thank goodness it ain't UWP trying to run this shit.
You see? And that's when they come in with the foolishness they're coming in. You know what is happening at present. You know what is happening at present. You know that they're killing the country. You're feeling the blunt. You just come back, you know. You're not there for a couple of years yet. I am, from my understanding. You know, I want you to feel a couple of years down the road for you to feel what people feeling. Boy, you mad. Yes, sir. I want you to feel it. Hey, I can make this thing by the way. What are you doing now? I want you to feel what people feeling. So when you're selling your bananas and your bananas doesn't sell because people realize that they cannot buy your bananas like that, especially if they're expensive. People cannot buy your bananas and you're trying to make a living and you realize Dominica's slower than molasses. You know how slow molasses moving? In winter time? Boy, you mad. Molasses doesn't move in winter. Boy, you mad. Let's continue.
You know what I mean? But sometimes, Jesus Christ.
But you say, thank God UWP not there. UWP not there. So you understanding that the present regime is killing what is taking place in Dominica. But you're like, thank God the other team who never got a chance to showcase themselves is not there. So you rather what? Boy, I tell you, rather with the same situation, knowing that the situation is terrible already. You rather with the same situation. Not me that say that, you know, he that say that.
Thank goodness it ain't UWP trying to run this shit.
You see what I mean? And you think people minds okay? You think people have good head? Huh?
You know what I mean? But sometimes, Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm glad. Keep putting them back. Put them back again for another 50 years, man. I'm sorry to say all the people there, my philosophy is never Peter paying for Paul. But if Paul don't want to stand up and say, why I don't support the government, but refuse to stand up and say we need to do something, we need to change these individuals, come out when they having protests and this kind of things there, and protest towards your own freedom because you fear that you'll be victimized. I was actually talking to one individual about that last night. Early in the morning we talking about that. Sleeping is supposed to be sleeping, you know, but the individual talking about that. Talking about how much nurses are planning to leave, how much nurses have left already, and wondering what is going to happen as a result of Dominica medical facility. Guys, I had friends in the medical facilities in Dominica. I had a lot of them. I went to school with some of them. Guys, not one remained. The last one left and is in New York right now. She's a nurse in New York and she showed me a check. And the check, big brothers and sisters, that is probably a yearly salary. 1 month is probably a yearly salary in the nurses Dominican. 1 month, and that is in EC and US dollars, man. But that is another story right there, stating what is happening. But tell me about people who wouldn't want to talk. They would feel victimized as a result of them talking. Well, you can either just continue the same situation like this guy doesn't want to give somebody else a chance, even though the present one is quavering the economy. And of course, the very thing that they stated, if not CBI, what else? Well, what else is what is happening right now, you know, guys? You know that? What else?
Being a labor right hurts.
well, at least you know. But continue, man. You say, thank God what?
Thank goodness it ain't UWP trying to run this shit.
But
being a labor right hurts.
They say that again?
Being a labor right hurts.
No, say that again.
Being a labor right hurts.
No, let me stop talk. Say that again for me.
Being a labor right hurts.
And it's not somebody that doing you that, you know. It's you that doing that to yourself. The same way with the partner in St. Joe decide, you know what, we need to change Addis King from being the representative because she's the worst thing that happened to. And the reason why this is tying to this very same situation, guys, it shows the lack of responsibility and the lack of proper understanding of how to properly run things in a country, especially when you have different sects to deal with. The sporting industry, tourism industry, agricultural industry, everything is going down. But you know what, Uncle admit?
Labor right hurts. Being a labor right hurts.
Indeed. Indeed it does. At least you know that. At least you know that. So I'm very much happy. At least you're going to admit it. They say the first rule of change is for you to admit that something is wrong. You know it hurts. So you can either continue doing what hurts you.
Being a labor right.
Being a labor right, or you can, you know, thank God what?
Thank goodness it ain't UWP trying to run this shit.
Well, so you're in a conundrum right there. You're in total confusion. And coming back to the youth them, thank God the parents. The parents. Guys, thank God for your parents, eh? I thank God for my father and my mother every day, you know. Oh, you mad. Hey, because sometimes I know myself. And if it wasn't for them, guys, trust me, your boy will be wild. Your boy will be wild. Because the things I see, and when you are able to pay attention to certain things and understand people and understand the sector and even understand the trends that tend to happen, when you understand the system itself, guys, sometimes you can end up going on the other side, you know. And that can be a very, very dangerous. But thank God, I had good parents right there who helped me figure out this thing and figure out the most important thing in life. Sometimes it's not about self, but we tend to look at self, see how we can gratify self on the basis of on the basis that others will lose out. The very people who come to represent Dominica come back if it wasn't for the family, friends, and the coach of these individuals. None of that would happen. And then the government will come and say, hey, we care about the people, we care about the youth. That is a hell of a thing right there, brothers and sisters. But hey, who is me? Who is me for me to be saying these things, right? I'm just a guy on YouTube, you know, at least bringing a light to something. And I must say congratulations to not just the two medalists right there, but to the others who put their best foot forward. I myself thought it was only one person based on what they were talking about. This is why I always tell people, best they send media people down there when they carry these things to at least who has the girls medal event, who have it. I know they have Jamaica. I was checking out some of the Carifta games right there. They have Jamaica on it. They have Jamaica on YouTube. They have Barbados on YouTube. I think they have Guyana. I think I saw Guyana. Was Guyana one of them? I think they have Antigua on YouTube. But where Dominica won? Nobody going to film them. We have 2 gold medalists and they have no recollection. I remember when Luan Gabriel ran in the Olympics. She didn't come out last. I think she didn't come out last. I don't think she came out last. If she came out last, it doesn't matter. But she ran the Olympics. There's literally no recollection of that. You have to try your best to go back and look at when Shelly and Fraser them won and see how you can pretty much look at the heat to see where she was running. And then they call her name Bow and that was it. No recollection whatsoever. But then we saying we care about the people so much. They come back there. Guys, myself, I finished that one. Guys, I can do another one after this one right there. I just had to do this one. I was gonna combine both of them, but no, I have to do another one, an update on the whole situation involving Dr. Thompson Fontaine. There's a number of information that needs to be put out there. So definitely, if you finish with this video, guys, go and check out the other one right there as well. This is pretty much all about for this reaction video. Definitely subscribe and turn on the post notification. Definitely, guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that right there. I'm gonna do the next ones for tune in to the other one in like an hour's time when this one drops. So keep it up right there. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom bang.